Hi, my name is Ted Lukai, and if you've seen our other tapes, the one on Collet and Screamer, show you how we work with the sticks there in relation to the knife. On Panantukan, some of the box in the Filipino box in there, again related to the Filipino weaponry. The stick boxing, which is a combination of the Filipino and the boxing arts put together there. Well, today what we're going to show you is the pocket stick, sometimes known as the yawara or the kubotan. In the Filipino terms, it's known as, it's called by the tabak malait or ulisi palad or ulisi palay or pali. And there's a bunch of other descriptions, but basically the pocket stick would be a good general description. Now they come in several different forms. The pocket stick can represent something like this. And here's a basic one, or two of them. Fits in your palm. It's a dowel. It fits in your palm. It extends out on the thumb side and on the hammer side. This is the plain version here. You have other versions which are a little bit thinner, and this one's here. You got a little nice, pretty carvings on it. Okay, and here I got one that's especially made. It's a little bit heavier. Okay, and this one of my friends out there in Indiana here. As you can see, the brass. Okay, but they primarily represent things like, well, first of all, coming off the Filipino side of the weaponry, it represents the knife. And again, this rather than using the blades, I would recommend that. Why I like the pocket stick, because we can make it non-lethal. Okay, so like by folding the blade, we have the pocket stick in hand. Okay, so we have enough sticking out of the back end here and here. Okay, so for safety reasons, and if you're practicing it, please be very careful, and I would urge you to do it with the blade closed. Again, this is just a representation though. It also represents, I like using this as an example, this is a little flashlight. Okay, you can see it's a little inexpensive model, but this fits perfect here out on the thumb side, sticking out also on the hammer side. It also can represent a pen. I know a lot of instructors who use the pen or the pencil in teaching self-defense to women, and it's a very effective tool. Again, it's enough sticking out of both ends to where it can be used in several different ways. All right, now our next question is, why do you want to use the pocket stick? Well, number one, it is always better in my book to have something rather than nothing. Number two, it's legal, and it's non-lethal. It's also very inexpensive. It can be carried, obviously in your pocket, that's why pocket stick. But it can be carried concealed. It can be used also in a lethal fashion with the knowledge and education of manipulating these. It's inexpensive to make it or to buy these things. It's very, very inexpensive. And the next thing that we want to keep in mind, it is very easy to learn. Again, remember, we want to use this as a deterrent. And with some education, it can be quite effective in giving you the time to get away from the situation. The next thing is that it can be carried and concealed very easily. One of the next important keys is that some of these, again, for some of us, like I have very small hands, for smaller people or women, it can be geared down to where it can fit very, very nicely, and it's where it's not big and bulky. So there you go. Again, we have something here that's very simple in structure and quite effective when taught with a few lessons. When we get back, we'll show you some of these techniques. Okay, first of all, let's go into some positions with the pocket stick. Okay, so well, first of all, we have the thumb side and we have the hammer side. Okay, things can be done horizontally with the palm down or palm up position. Okay, you can go through your diagonal shots. There's a palm down, there's a palm up position. Okay, now we can go into a diagonal overhead in this fashion here. Okay, we can go into a vertical position, coming up, vertical position going down. We can poke with this. We can poke and rake with this. Poke and rake with this. So there's several different uses. We can also slap with this on this position here, like this. Okay, so as you can see, it's very basic. Now, of course, you also punch. You can do your vertical punching with this, or you can do your horizontal punching with this. Okay, more like into a boxing fashion. So again, to however you feel comfortable with using this, it's not as complicated as some of the other weapons. You just hold it like a roll of quarters in the old days, if you happen to have a roll of quarters with you. But there again, whichever way you turn this, you can use it to hit. You can also do it in this fashion here. Okay, now what we're going to do is go into some techniques. First, I'm going to show you the horizontal strike, palm down position. Okay, for me, I may call chuck up here. Okay, now again, we're going to keep this very basic. Okay, now what Chuck is going to do is give me a right hand grab. I think what we'll do, we'll turn around this way. Okay, now we're going to do this in slow motion first. Now, many times, somebody will come up with a right hand hold up here. Okay, now what we're going to do is just a simple inside parry and a strike. Okay, slow motion, boom. Okay, now if you notice, I step back as a parry, and the strike will come in here. Okay, once again, boom. Okay, so very simple, and then your follow-ups can be almost anything. So we'll just keep it simple. Your first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Okay, so there again, keep it nice and simple. Okay, grabs, parry and strike, follow up, bang, bang, knee. Okay, keep it nice and simple. All right, that was for the horizontal strike to the wrist. We'll do the same horizontal strike, thumb side, from a lower position. Now on this, another one is like a simple double hand grab. He comes in, you hook down, strike here, boom. Follow again. Okay, I'll do that once again, real slow. Okay, hook in, scrape here, hit, follow, boom, and do whatever you're going to do again. Okay, when we come back, we'll show you the diagonal strikes. Okay, so this next one will be the diagonal strike up on the thumb side still. Okay, and this again will be of the simple double grab. So just another version. This comes with double grab. You're hooking in here. You're hitting to the groin shot. And if you notice here with thumb side, up, follow again, lock in, neck press here. Okay? Another version of that from the diagonal will be simple again. We can do it up single hand, off the right hand. It's more of the outside windmill fashion here. Here again, diagonal up again. Follow. Okay, and we'll do that in slow-mo again. So your outside version here, that was a windmill block coming diagonal up here. Okay, strike, strike, strike. Very simple. Okay, then we'll go into the diagonal ups when we come back here again. All right, now we're going to come down diagonally in the up position down this way here. Okay, still staying with the simple grabs. Okay, so this first one, still with a double hand grab. Okay, as a person comes in, you're hooking up. Okay, simple parry, and you're striking down here. Still, again, following with any kind of a follow-up. Okay, but the motion again is up here. So the position is set. Turn this, coming down, diagonally down here, boom. Okay, and then you're going to follow up with whatever. Okay. All right, the next one. The next one will be almost alike, but now we're going to take it from what's used commonly in boxing. You'll either come with a left hand grab. Okay, in boxing it'd be like a left jab. Okay, but that same angle, diagonally down this way. Okay, comes off this motion here. We're going to parry. Very simple. Hook. Come over here. Boom. And whatever setup you're going to get. Okay. So once again, the left hand grab or the jab hook over, bang, and you're on. Okay. When we come back, we'll show you another different angle again. Okay. What I'm going to do now is just reverse the position. We'll go palm up on the thumb side, and what I'll just go into is just into the horizontal strikes or the vertical because they're so closely aligned. Okay. In this case, it'd be like with the he's going to put a left hand out to me, a left hand grab. Okay, so in this case here, we'll do this. This is your horizontal strike. I can strike to the wrist area, I can strike to the bicep, or I can strike to the facial area. Okay, I can do the same thing with the other hand. Okay, I'll do that slow first. Okay, this grab will pass over, and I'm striking here. A horizontal position, or once again, okay, out to the elbow area, or the nerve area here. Okay, once again, okay, I want to make it deeper into the facial area, okay, or the head area. Okay, now we can just alter that slightly. We'll go with the left hand again, and now you're going to the diagonal position here. Here, here, or here. Okay, we'll do the same thing with the other hand. Okay, out and vertical up this way. Now we're going to hit from underneath a diagonal position here and here. Okay, so whichever arm sticks out, okay, either one, I just treat it the same. The other hand out, still treat it the same. I can go in deeper, okay, however, in deeper here, and then we follow up again. Okay, but just the motion of changing from the horizontal to the diagonal. All right, now we're going to go with the hammer fist position, palm down. Okay, so several illustrations of that will be, again, keeping it simple. We're going to take a left grab again off of here. Okay, Chuck extends, his right hand. Okay, grabs. I'm going to parry here and just back fist here. Boom. Again, it's the palm down, hammer fist position. Okay, once again, keep it simple. Here, boom. Okay, now if we add to that, on that same motion, okay, as I make that hammer fist, he's going to do a cross block. Okay, we'll go with slow motion first. One, cross over, lob saw, and do this twice. Then you follow up on it again. Okay, so one more time on that second one. Okay, parry it down, hit. He crosses over. You lob saw over the top here. Boom, strike. Okay, so that's your follow up there. Now, when going to the next line, it'll be from a three angle. Again, for training here, and we're still going to use the hammer fist. Now we're going to come down in diagonal position. Okay, so when it feeds a three line, it could be some kind of a grab or whatever. But we're going to take it from a low block position here. So again, we come over the top now, still with the hammer fist position. Once again, keep it nice and simple. Come over here, boom, and down here, and here. Once again, we can follow with whatever. Okay, so now for the next line, on number 4 line, it can be done with this hand here. Okay, as it feeds a 4 line. We still use the hammer position here. Okay, now notice I'm just using like what we call a cross block over here. Okay, and then you follow up again. Okay, so this position again, still all the hammer fist here. Now if he throws his other hand on the hooking line, we still use the same line here. Still with the hammer fist position. Okay, all this, and you follow up again. Okay, so there, again, it can be done very simply, and you can follow up with complex moves, or get the job done enough so you can go for help or something. Okay, when we come back, we'll show you another line or another position of the pocket stick. All right, still with the hammer fist position, now we're going to turn the palm up. Okay, we're going to this horizontal direction, and we're going to go also into a diagonal direction. Okay, but first with the diagonal, the horizontal. Again, keeping it simple. This can be a simple parry and a strike to the stomach or to the groin area, and then we're going to follow up on it. Okay, so it's going to look like this. We're going to slow motion first. Comes the grab. We're going to parry to the side, step over to the stomach. Again, we have a punyo at the end here, to the stomach or to the solar plexus area here. Okay, once again, just grab, you step over to the side, boom. Okay, then you can follow up again. Now here again, I'm using this punyo on this side. Follow on with the knee. Okay, okay, one last time, same grab, parry, strike, hit, boom, follow. Okay, so we're still using this portion here. Okay, another example of that will be off the left grab. Okay, we're going to a wing position here. Okay, we're going to come out and strike, again, a horizontal hammer here to the kidney area here. Okay, then you can follow again with whatever. Okay, I'll do it again once again in slow motion. So we'll do a wing first, boom. This block here, coming over, strike here, follow, hammer fist, inverted hook, and cover. All right, now we're going to strike down from the diagonal position. We're in horizontal, we're going to come down diagonally. So again, everything is broken up here so you have an idea about the striking angles. So in this case, we're going to come off the left grab. Again, now what we're first going to do is do a windmill block. Okay, So the windmill block will be done in this fashion here. But if you notice, I'm using also now the side of the weapon. I can use the edge, but in this case, I can use the slap here. So when the windmill comes in, I slap in here like so. Fall up here. Diagonal strike down. Then you follow again. Okay? So in slow-mo again, you use the windmill position. Here, diagonal strike down, follow. Okay? And then from here, you can always do anything that you want again. Okay? All right. We'll do that same striking position with the left hand. I'm sorry, the right hand. Okay? We're still going to use the windmill, what we call the windmill blocks. Okay? Again, all your windmill blocks are your circle blocks. So it comes in, we circle here. Here's your position here. Okay? Here, in, or out here. Okay? Then from here, you can follow again, however you're going to work. Okay? So we'll do that in slow-mo again. So the windmill position, here. Strike down. You can do almost anything again that you want to do with this. Okay, what we're going to do here is just, now you saw all the strikes. Now we can obviously strike the up and down angle as well, the vertical angles. Okay, but along with that, you can get what we call the raking element. Okay, so rather than showing a technique, so anytime you hit, in this case here, when you come in here and you hit, boom, you can hit with the hand or hit with this. Okay, there's this raking element here. Okay, so there's two hits going on here, right? So after you come in here and you do a head grab and you hit, boom, with the fist or with this position here, there's a raking element. Okay? Now also it can be the same off when you're coming into the head position, boom. Okay, when you hit, there's a raking position. Can you feel that, Chuck? Oh yeah. You said you can feel it. Okay? So it's almost applicable in any of the strikes. Okay, so if we just go straight in, boom. Now, okay, let me slow down a little bit. Feel that, Chuck? Okay, there's a raking element in here. A little more than a tickle. A little more than a tickle. Okay, it can be done in almost any position here. Okay, so here again, we can rake along here, or when you strike here, you can rake along here. So this almost takes the place again of a knife, but again, making it non-lethal. This adds a little bit frosting to the cake, so to speak. Okay, now when we turn, we're going to go through some of the pinching, pressing, and then some of the flow drills. Okay, make a check. All right, what we're going to have here now is some of the pinching, pressing, and locking techniques. And what I'm going to have the guys demonstrate is Rich Lamoureux from Indiana, and Wes Bennett out there from West Frankfort, Illinois. These guys are instructors out there, and they have some pretty nice techniques. Now, what they're going to do is come out here and then show you several illustrations of that. Okay. Okay, now Wes is punching here. As you can see, Rich just hit him on the elbow, inside arm. Finger press to the wrist. Finger pinch again. Thumb pinch. Twist the hand over into arm bar. Wrist bar there. Over the top of the bone there. You can see it works whether it's a small guy or a big guy. He's hitting those nerves and getting all the nice juicy areas, so to speak. Okay, arm bar there. Okay, okay. Now Rich is going to throw a punch here, and Wes will counter. Okay, inside hit. I'm locking bar there. Okay. Take down, pinch to the face. Okay. Okay. Elbow strike, neck lock, and arm bar. Arm bar with the arm press there. Inside elbow strike, wrist hit, and a lock. Okay. Hit, jaw saw, hook, rake to the neck. Wrist hit, arm hit, follow up with combinations, ending up with the spine press. Okay. Inside strike, face poke, arm lock, neck rake. Okay, I'll do it once again. Inside strike, face poke, arm lock, neck rake. elbow strike, pound, lock again, pull down. Okay, once again. Strike, strike down, lock, pull down. Okay. Upward strike, face hit, neck lock and arm bar. Up strike, arm hit, neck rake and lock. Inside strike, lock, neck rake. Face hit, bar, spin over, strike. Face strike, spin, take down, hit to the head. As Rich punches here, face strike, arm lock, spin, face strike again, and press. Okay, once again, jab, face strike here, spin, face strike or forehead strike there, press to the arm there. Okay, what's going to throw a jab cross combination, which will count of inside strike, double, neck pinch. Very good. Okay, once again, we'll do it again in slow motion now. Inside strike to the arm, the other side, bicep, curl under, into a neck pinch. As you can see, it's also set up for a throw. Okay, this will be a 3-punch combination, which Rich will counter in medium speed. Here you see the pinch, the knee lock, and stepping on the hand also. Okay, real good. Now we're going to see what it looks like in slow motion. Now notice how he presses on the finger, the chest with his knee, and he's got his hands also immobilized by stepping on it. Very good. All right, what we're going to do here is what we call single sombrada drills. Okay, basically we're just going to exchange one hit, one strike, and then one counter, following back to back. Okay, again, these are drills that are designed so an average person can take them and more easily than most learn off of them while still containing a flow of some sort. All right, what we're going to do, Rich and I, is we're going to take an angle 1 or a strike 1 here. As you can see, he blocks, strikes and blocks. And I'm going to continue off of here. Now, this is going to be simple. Boom. Okay. Now, what this is signifying is you're hitting in checking position. Okay. Now, we can hit on the wrist area. Okay. And we can change all areas here. We can hit more towards the bicep area as well. Rich is hitting to the inside. Okay. And also the shoulder area here. Okay. Back to the fist area here. So, as simple as this drill looks, see, all it is, we have a strike, catch, strike back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we can do this also moving around if you like. Okay, we're just going to do a slight circle. This is where we utilize footwork and the zoning elements involved. Okay? Okay. For our next exercise, we're going to do the inside line. We'll do a parry to the inside and a strike to the inside of the wrist. Again, that signifies all the different target areas as well. So this will be more of a horizontal strike. The last time you saw a hammer fist position. Now we'll go with the thumb side position to the inside. Okay? This will be coming off the jab, okay, or front lead. Okay, so we'll start off slow first. He jabs in, I'll hit right to this area here, and I'll sandwich in here. Okay, so we'll go bang here, and then I'm going to jab back. It's just a continuing motion. Here, jab back. Okay, here, and jab back. So now if you notice, we're sandwiching the strikes together here. So you have this motion here. Boom. And your position right from here, just to hit back right from the frontal position. Okay, bang, here, and here. Okay, so this again keeps it simple enough. Okay, now we can utilize, if you notice, Rich and I utilize still some footwork, although we're not going too much in the circle or anything. This helps the uptick or the snap in the body. Okay? Okay, Rich. Thank you, sir. Okay? All right, our next one, will be off this angle here. Now we're going to go back to hitting with the hammer fist position. Okay, and this will come off this back position here. So again, here, which will hit it and check it, and I'll get it from here again. Now, if you notice, we get all the choices of where we want to go with this. Okay, so I'll hit and check, back. Now here we're going to spin just a little bit. Okay. Okay, now we're just hitting the forearm for practice. Now we can also start to change our target lines to the elbow here, okay, to the wrist here, to the forearm here. I'm sorry, boom. Okay, to the face here, okay, and back on the arm again. Okay, so we'll slow it down as we cruise down to a slower pace. Now we'll just stay in one position here. Okay. All right. So then again, hopefully this gives you an example of where you can start off real slow. You can intensify the pace or bring it back down. Okay. Our next line will be the gunting to the inside off a back fist position. Okay. Last time we took it off a jab. Now we're going to a back fist position. Now again, we're going to hit off of here. The back fist position is very basic, right? So you strike again, like the inside one off the jab, but you're taking it off here, and you're going to come back into the back fist position here. Boom, here, boom. Position here, boom, here, boom. Now here again, we can move again. So inside. Now if you notice, Rich and I are now switching targets on the inside here. Here, back to the wrist, okay, to the arm, okay, to the bicep. Okay. Now we're going to slow it down again as we come to a close here. Okay. So I'm back to the wrist. Now we stay stationary to the inside of the arm, bicep, okay, even to the facial area. Okay. All right. What we're going to do here is to show you now all those different type of techniques and strikes and angles and combinations of the single sombrada flow drill. What we're going to do is just have an exchange here. This is still in drill fashion, but what you'll see is an exchange and someone follows up and then he'll refeed another line and then the other person will follow up. And what this does for you is gives you continuity in following through with your defense and then going to offense. Okay, so it's going to look something like this. Okay, so we'll start off nice and easy first. Now what's going to happen? We're just going to pick a line and just flow. Okay, so the Lamoureux flow, right? Okay. Okay. So as you can see, we're just fitting in. Thank you, sir. What we're going to do now is, which I'm sure most of you have seen, or a lot of you have seen it, is what we call a hubad-lubad drill, or hubad-lubad. Again, the transition will just be now with the pocket stick in hand. Now, just for effect, I'm going to put that flashlight, or use that flashlight that I showed you earlier, okay, just to show that it has its place and its dual purpose. Okay. No, we don't shine them in the eye first and then hit them, but just for effect, I'm going to show you that it does work, and it's perfect for my hand. Again, I talked about having a smaller hand. Now this just fits perfect in there. Okay, so I've had this, the glove compartment, and I've had women carry this, and it works pretty well. But as far as the flow drill, we'll show you some of the takes from there. So the first one we're going to do off the hubad. Okay, so this is a hubad flow drill first. Okay. All right, so we're just going to switch. Now we're just going to do a simple a slap or pock and hit position. Okay, so that will now entail the hammer fist portion of the pocket stick. Okay, so we'll do it once again. Okay, so we'll keep this nice and clean. Okay, so right from here, boom. You do your first strike here. Okay, so we flow it again and mark. Do a few on there, boom. Okay, again, he uses the hammer fist. We continue the flow once again. Mark, if you would, please. Okay. Boom. Okay. All right. So we go on from there. Now we can use that same motion. Okay, let me slow it down just a little bit. We can use that same motion to go outside to the limb area, such as here. Okay. Now we'll do that once again. I'll do it a little extra slow this time. Okay. So you come out here, boom. Just hit here. Okay. So we take the limbs, or the minor as well as the major. The major being towards the head area, the minor being toward any of the limbs here. Okay. So from there, we'll go to the to the cross lock position. Therefore, we're still going to be using the lopsaw and the hammer fist in this position here. Okay. So once again in slow-mo, I do a first outside pock, lop, and hit. Okay, now we're going to have Mark do that a couple of times also. Okay. Boom, boom. Okay, let's try it again, Mark. Boom, okay. All right. Now from there, we'll do the next one. We'll do the inside pock position. Okay, so we'll come on over here. We'll do outside pock first, then inside pock position here. Now if you notice, some of the inside system, such as Wing Chun people, cross strap and hit. We can do the same thing with the fist. We can use the same thing with this bottom part of the punyo here. It's going to be pushed in, it can be raked up. Okay, so I will do that once again. Okay, so I'll do an outside pock first. Here, boom. Then you follow with whatever. Okay, all right. So I'm going to have Mark do that a couple of times. Okay, a couple more times. Okay, good. That was the inside pock position there. Okay, now we can work with that now to the limb area in here. Now I'll go into the cross lock position again. Okay, bang. Now here is where we change. Instead of going into the face here, we'll come down to the limb area here. Okay, let me do that once again. Okay, so we go to the flow first. Okay, then I go into the boom. This hit here. Now you can follow up again, however you want to go with it. Okay, so here we start taking more focus on the limb area. Now also from here we can use the hit and the rake back here. And all this is being used. Okay, it comes off again off the stick motion. Okay, now we can do the inside pock position here, boom, and this action here. I'll lower this hand here. Is to hit and hit here, and you go in with this here. Okay. Now again, we're going to work with that the limb area. Now we'll show it one more time. Okay. So we'll take it in slow-mo first. Here, boom. Okay. Now this is this raking motion. So we change from hitting to raking. Okay. Okay. All right. So now we into the flow. Repeat that last move. Okay, first we have the flow in. Okay. So as you can see, you can follow up with anything that you desire to go with. Okay. We'll do one more. Okay. On this one here, I'll hook from the inside. Okay. I'll do it in slow-mo first. Okay. Come here. You hook here. This could be a strike, and as I showed you guys earlier, it can be a strike and then a rake both. Okay. Then you hit and follow whatever you're going to go with. Okay. All right. So let's do it one more time. Okay. I'll do it in slow-mo. Okay. So we'll just hoop out of here. Now notice I'm hooking on this hand here. Okay. Let me go slow first. come in here and hook in here, hook, rake here. Hit again. And I can follow with anything that I want. Okay, do one more time in there, quicker speed. Okay, so we just flow. Okay, and that's off the hubad. So now you can create your own combinations. As you can see, it's just again another tool for training. Okay, now you saw the Filipino flow drill and the hubad lubad, and now we're going to do it off the chiza, off the Chinese flow. Okay, then eventually we're going to put all this together. Okay, so we're going to take a couple of techniques off the chiza position. So basically, as most of you already know, the traps and the whole bit. Now, if you just picture this pocket stick in your hand, or for those, what we train with is a little small training knife. Okay, and we don't use the real ones. Okay, so if you do this at home, use the safe stuff. Now we just focus our target areas or expand our target areas as we go along. Okay, so now we're just going to work off the flow first. Okay, we're going to take a simple exercise. Now on this one here, what we're going to do, we're going to come up here and we're going to strike down into this position here. Okay, so what you'll see is this hit into the arm. Okay, then you'll hit this one here, and this will go into the fist area or this poke here, and then you'll go along. Okay. Okay, so let me do it in slow motion again. The first strike will be down to the arm or to the wrist area. Now, as you hit down, you hit back up immediately as well. Okay, so you're hitting the butt or the hammer fist to the thumb area. Okay, you can shove in here with this poke and go. Okay, so once again, okay, we'll just work it. So there's a slight bounce as you work here and going. Okay, so that's the first one. So again, remember to take that slow, aim, as you work it, right down in this position, bang. Up to here, trap, and go. All right? The second one will be a strike to the stomach and a circling over to the arm into the solar plex. The move will go like this. We'll go in slow-mo. Here. Thrust in here, strike, and go again. Okay? So again, if you picture this is a strike down here, okay, which is in the blade is a little cut, circle into the thrust or punch, and then you follow. All right, okay. So once again, this is the medium speed. So you wait for that motion, and you're going in. Okay, so this is busy doing its thing in there. Okay, so we'll take it off, what we did on the other side as well. We take it off the lock position, which is here. Here again, we use the same motion. Now you can strike up and trap, or you can just rake in here again and follow through. Okay, so you focus a lot on the extremities now, however you want to go. Here, 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 okay, or just back off here, rake up again. Okay, so there again, it's a simple drill. Lop here, go. Okay. Okay, what we're going to go into now is another flow drill. Okay, we have Wes Bennett and Rich Lamoureux going to what I call the Lamoureux flow, and he gets a little tickle about that. But what it is just put another set of different flow drills and put them together. So that's why I call it Lamoureux flow. It's kind of a joke, but it's kind of unique. They'll break it down into two portions, and what they'll be doing is going to vertical punching, a back fisting, and a hubad sequence, all interchanging. Okay, so they'll go from fast to down to a slower pace. Okay, Rich, Wes. Okay. So now we're going to the hubad position here, just flowing nice and easy. And we go to the backhand to the vertical punch. Notice all the trapping or the safety factor is being utilized while maintaining some kind of continuity as they're moving along here. Okay, as they go a little quick now, what they'll do is eventually now, as you can see, they're slowing it down so you can see the different positions taking place. So as someone just starting out, or a beginner, or someone who's rusty, You can watch the tape and see how the parry, safety factor, and the strike is being implied here. Okay, now we're going into the second section of the flow. And what they're going to do is going to slow enough so we can pick up on the action here. You can see the jiao sao, the running hand here, and the trapping hand, the guachoi, the back fist being utilized here. And then from the low line to the high line attacks. Again, it's been done slow enough so we can pick up on what is being done here. Okay, good guys, thank you. All right, what we're going to do now is have a pocket stick utilized on different sectors. The first sectors will be just towards the leg area. What Mark is going to do is throw different types of kicks, and Rich will demonstrate how you can receive these. Okay, so we'll start off with front kicks, side kicks, and then the round kicks. And we'll take each one individually, and then we'll go into a freelance flow. Okay, so we have Rich and Mark demonstrate for us. Okay, here's our front kick. You can see Mark extending the leg and Rich hitting down with a hammer fist. Position, covering with the second hand. Side kicking, same thing. Now we cover cradles from underneath and sandwiches with punyo. Round kick from on the side, he checks and hits to the shin area. Hammer fisting there. And then a hook kick from the left side. Okay, same thing here. Now you can see Rich angling along with the kicks. If it's coming in too strong, you got to move along with it, covering and shielding with the body and cradling, holding it up while he's banging it. Now as he's doing this, as he starts to freelance a little bit more, okay, he will also be able to throw in his knees or elbows if he needed to. Okay, as you can see, they're just letting it freelance and just let it happen. And that's what happens when we get two good training partners, one simulating and the other one working out the defense. Now what we're going to do is go up to the upper section of the body. This will just be limited to the hands. Mark is going to throw straight arms, punches, and rounds. And you see Rich reacting to those as well. Okay? We're going to start off with the jab. You see the different ways he's receiving that. Okay. This gives a chance for the players to see what's happening, pick the different targets and the different angles as well. Okay, now he throws a left hook. This allows Rich to develop timing, rhythm, distance, angulation. There's a certain compatibility between both of them. Now as they get through the freelance, it's still kept at a pace where both can work. It's good. Now you can see the insides. You can still see the other hands working, the elbows working, checking working. And if you notice, you'll see the tabak or the pocket stick being hit with all the different hand positions, from all the different hand positions, I should say. Okay, thank you guys. All right, you saw the different training patterns being limited to the lower section or the upper section of the body, and each side being utilized and trained. Okay, what they're going to do now is going to do what we call play sparring. They're going to stick at long range and primarily pick at the targets. They'll combine the hands and the feet and just freelance it as they go along. Okay, again, they're doing it at an attitude where we call it play sparring. So this way, everyone can bring each other level up. Okay, Mark and Rich. So you can see the nonchalant attitude they're playing around with. Okay. Primarily helping each other develop by seeing the different angles, different lines, and the different tools being utilized. Okay, very good, guys. Thank you. All right, for our last exercise, we're going to do the sombrado flow. This will be counter for counter hit. And here we get to free express. And what you'll notice, again, we're taking a playful attitude. And in this way, we don't count the hits taken. We don't take scores, in other words. And we just free express. So Rich and I will try to demonstrate that for you. Okay, sir. All right. If you notice, we're just trying to find all the different angles, utilize the footwork as we're working here, and just playing and working on the different lines as we move. Now we're just trying to stay in a straight posture right now. And basically, this is a form of exercise we can have a lot of fun and not really think about getting hurt here. But here again, keep in mind, we're using the pocket stick, but in our focusing on the targets, we're using maybe a knife or a pencil. So if I'm stabbing here, or if I'm hitting with the knife in a pick position, okay, I'm cutting under the arm, and Rich is doing the same thing to me as well. Okay, and again, we are just playing and working out. Okay, and then we'll pick up pace just a dash, just enough. Okay, Rich smiles, but go ahead, Rich. Woo! Thank you, sir. Okay, once again, it's closing time for us, so thank you for having us in your home. I'd like to introduce the Gooders from West Frankfort, Illinois, Wes Bennett, Rich Lamoureux from Indiana, Mark Stewart from LA, and Chuck Gonzaga from Bakersfield. Okay, guys, salutation. Okay, Ibe, in line. Okay. Still instructors who teach the self-defense to women, and the pen and the pencil is a tool used quite extensively. Again, it has enough coming out of both ends to make it quite effective. Simple again. Oh, gee, I blew that. I'm sorry. I just went boom. Lock in, neck press here. Okay. I'm sorry, Chuck. You all right? Now we're going to come down into a airplane crash. Then the high and low position. Okay. Once again, it's closing time again. So we thank you again. Thank you for having us. Yeah, I saw. But you know what? That started me from. That's it.
He came down here first.
Well, I get something to blame that doggone fly. Messed up my English here. Okay, once again, it's closing time for us, and we thank you for having us once again into your living room or bedroom or wherever you are. And sorry, Mark. Sorry.
I'm going to picture this.
Gosh, see, it was going around. Okay, whatever you're doing.